for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. The Dogs able to hunker down and get out with a close win the last time they saw the Gators.
Yeah, anytime you get a win in Jacksonville, anytime you beat Florida, it's a success. It doesn't matter if it's by 100 or if it's by 1. Georgia fans know how much this means to them, and so do these players.
Yeah, you know, they call this game the world's largest cocktail party. The energy in the stands is just completely different. That's something David and I obviously have experienced before. And after that Georgia win last year, man, those Bulldog fans, they stuck around. They were here in Jacksonville hanging out.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got... And it was lights out after that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And they did tack on the extra point. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
And we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good bounce, but they've got some physicality. And that's what you want to see from this unit.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll toss it. There he goes. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Takes the easy completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down.
I want to make sure I know. Makers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And the Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Weeks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Georgia going up tempo. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's Jolly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Weeks. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Steps away. That's caught. It's Lamb. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Lost one deep down the right side. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Gators will punt this one away. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Calls his own number.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guys...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Off-play action on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Uncorks it. Got a wide-open receiver. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Creates a little room. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kick. power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, I used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space.
And I love the change in decision-making. That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Touchdown, Dogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling the coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Moving away from pressure. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lost one down the sideline. He makes a grab. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The screen, and watch out. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They just keep firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quick spin on the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when...
Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rival.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy... player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
The Gators have taken it inside the 20. Hands it off. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. As Florida fans like to say, come on, Gators, get up and go. And they're starting to go and run away from the Dogs.
It's great to be a Florida Gator. The Gators showing off the speed now, running away with this thing in the second half. You're just seeing all the talent that they've been able to recruit down in Gainesville.
Yeah, they've been recruiting talent. You think about Steve Spurrier, had such a great run with Florida as a head coach. They're taking care of business. They're not making this look like much of a rivalry.
They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Lining up to convert third down. Defense playing a bail technique. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Hauls it in, looking for space. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. The snap sets up the throw. Knew where he wanted to go. Couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch their breath and maybe gain some momentum.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to get the corner. Inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start. Offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And get him down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single...
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last...
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it... This guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This one's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Gators come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Slithers into space. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Oh, they're after it. Pass rush, gets there, gets him down at the 23.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Weir. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This time they'll go to the running game. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
The clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State.